Okay, everybody here ready? We'll start with an opening statement from Coach.
Well, we got off to a great start, and it's always nice to do that on the road. I was really pleased with Jake Davis in the first half. I thought Jake was outstanding. I thought his attention to detail, blocking out. Obviously, he made shots, and that helped get us going and get us off to the great start. But we don't talk enough about our two blue guys, Jake and Ben. Both those guys were great tonight. It was obviously very nice to have Andrei Stojakovic back in the lineup and ready to go. I thought Kylan defensively on Arenas was really solid, forced him into some of our size. But a night that 7 guys in double figures. I don't know how often that happens. You don't get 35-point road wins in conference play or anytime. But we played well tonight, and I give our guys a lot of credit because we prepared the right way for the last 2 days, and we have to do that as we move forward for the next week.
You alluded to it, but largest conference road win since at least 80-81 season. What does this type of win at this point in the season do to propel you all forward?
Yeah, it's nice because we're healthy, so I hope it's confidence. I think that that's a bubble team. That's a team that's been, that's fighting for their lives, and you obviously want to be playing your best basketball. We're still, 2 games in with Kylan Boswell, just getting Andre back, after some time off. So, to see that kind of be seamless is nice, and again, we got to continue to grow. We can't be satisfied.
This is your first game, essentially whole in
a month.
I mean, just
a little over.
Did you sense that like everything was sort of back together?
Well, I liked our practices, and you never know until you get the sweat going and the verve going. What it's going to look like, but I felt really good about our practices, and I breathe a sigh of relief when we're whole. I like what this team's capable of doing on both ends. So, we had 2 of our best defenders out for a long time, and it was nice to see them back, and we missed that.
What is the trickle down of Andre coming back, just on rotation, your depth, whole defensive offense?
Yeah, I was, when you have a lower extremity or an ankle issue, I was probably a little more concerned about conditioning with him than anything, because it's not where you can just go get your cardiovascular back in a short time. So I was kind of watching his minutes tonight, but I thought he played with just great energy and great excitement, and that was very nice to see. So we'll see. How Jake's playing great. I kind of like the chemistry that's going with that group, and if we need to make a change, we will. If not, we'll stay the same, because this group's all bought in, and Dre comes off the bench tonight and has our leading scorer and has 22.
Can you just speak more to the value of Jake and Ben and how they've kind of settled in these roles that kind of coalesce everybody, it seems like?
Yeah, they might be the 2 best glue guys in college basketball, or at least they're going to be in the conversation. And the hardest thing we have in today's world is to find guys who want to play roles. They don't need the ball. They don't demand it. They do everything right. I got on Jake in the first half because he missed a block out, and he's our leading rebounder, and he does everything right. And you're just shocked when they don't do those things right. And Ben comes off a game where he was so good and didn't make a shot. Now tonight he makes shots, and we're throwing him on everybody, from a Nick Boyd type guy to a center. So to have guys like that are versatile, that are such good human beings, they're both leaders, and they're totally bought into our culture, and that speaks volumes.
With this being Pac-12 arena and this being the state of California, what do you see from Andre as far as leadership off the court?
I'm just glad to see him on the court. I think he's obviously nice to be back home and in a state that, that he grew up in and spent time in and was familiar, with the SC program as he is the UCLA program. So I don't make too much of that. It's always nice when they get an opportunity to come back and feel comfortable in a place they spend a lot of time.
Is there anything in particular in these last 2 days of practice that stood out to you the most? I mean, that this team was dialed in?
No, I think Dre's return was exciting to our guys. I think Kylan's return was exciting. I think it wasn't. I don't think we're fighting boredom or the February doldrums of Big Ten play. I think there's still an excitement that's going on, and maybe those guys coming back brought a little of that energy up. But our attention to detail has been very, very good, and that's been really nice to see.
What makes a good glue guy?
Selfless, high character, tough, doesn't care if he scores or 20 or he has the ability to do that or just be a pawn in the chess game that night. Whatever it is, those guys are willing to do it, and then I think the other piece is both those guys are veterans. They know exactly what we're doing, and they just don't make mistakes.
How big a weapon has David's shot fake become, just to do that and then get downhill?
It's pretty good. He's not doing it with his blazing speed, but his skill set is off the chart, and he is a very, very good shooter. I'm shocked when he misses, and that little shot fake is a nice tool, and people have to close to that, and yet he's very, 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 very gifted, and we saw him dime some people up tonight. He's a very good passer.
As you're getting back to full health in a road game, you have the 7 guys in double digits. What does that say about the DNA of this team?
Yeah, they don't care. They really don't care who scores. I think it's something that we have taken a lot of pride in all year, talking about that one night is so-and-so, and it's just simply based on what the defense gives us. It's a coverage. Keaton got a lot of attention because of coverages, and yet we've seen Keaton have nights where he just passes the ball, and it shows our guys' skill set. And Tommy got loose tonight and made some threes. You saw Tommy rip drive it and make some nice passes. So it's just what the coverage is, what the defense gives us, and our guys are just so unselfish that way.
I think there's a lot of programs that emphasize that, but don't necessarily see it translate in the meaningful way that it did tonight. Do you take a sense of pride in
Absolutely. We've got very, very high character guys. It's a priority for us. We talk a lot about winning. It takes everybody to win. So it's on them. This team's togetherness, closeness is real, and it's not just coach speak. It is real, and they literally don't care, and they're just happy to win, and they're happy and find pure joy to see their other teammates be successful.
What's it mean in late February to be whole again?
Yeah.
At this point of the year,
Yeah.
what does that mean for you guys going forward?
Yeah, it's when you want to be performing your best. It's when you want to be playing your best. It's when you want to be mentally fresh, knowing that there's, I don't even know what our record is in the league. We got 4 or 5 games left. So you've been through a grind, but you want to be you want to be whole. You want to be fresh, and to be that is significant for us, because goodness knows we've had a lot of turmoil with sicknesses and injuries first semester, as well as here of late.
Is that unusual to see a lot of Illinois fans away from Champaign when the crowd is basically all Illinois fans at the end? Does that resonate a little bit more?
I don't know how else to say it. I've got the best job in the country, and a large piece of that is because of our fans and their support. And it was great at the hotel to see so many. I love when Joey Biggs sends out that we don't have any more tickets. That's a great thing, and this goes back years. So our fans support us. I can't say thank you enough. You make it fun, and you make it the best job in college basketball, in my opinion.
Oregon last year, USC this year. I guess what is a big win in the first leg do for you on the second game of a long road trip?
I hope we play better than we did in the second leg. We can't get complacent. It's what I challenged the team with in the locker room. It's about preparation, and we got one today. We'll have a very, very hungry UCLA team. We have to match that intensity on Saturday night.
Two more.
The looks that USC was giving you guys on defense, is that something that your guys were familiar with, or was it just an example of really executing a scout well?
Well, we've seen just about everything. We've seen Keaton elevate to the top of the scouting report, and everybody trying to give him a look or make it hard. And then it stems from there. And whether it's switching, whether it's a coverage, whether it's, whatever. I think that's a tribute to our guys that they do play unselfish. The 21 assists leads to that. But again, it's something we've seen.
Can you get your thoughts on Bam's putback dunk? What was your thoughts?
Yeah, that's the way I did it back. That's the way I did it back in 1986. Now, if I could just get him to really like that and enjoy that moment and do it a little more often, I mean, we haven't had many tip dunks this year. Our 7-footers don't get them, so we might as well have our point guard get them.
Thanks, Coach.